the depths of our own selves, into those dark spaces and places. It's gonna sting, and we're gonna sting others. But there's a lesson in hardness. There is a time and a place for shadow to work for you righteously. Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon. And this week, we have a Scorpio new moon. And I don't want you to dive into the Scorpio season thinking it's going to be all wars and battles, struggles and strife. But like the trees that have lost their leaves, things are going to be made bare. Things are going to get cold. And we need to learn how to adapt and how to survive and thrive in even the most chaotic of situations. And that's why we harden our shells. That's why we create that exoskeleton. Not for fear of blocking everybody out, but merely for protection against the realities that 3D world brings us. We do need to be hard sometimes. We do need to be fierce. And we need to be able to hold our self-love safe inside that shell. So when it's time for transformation that Scorpio season brings us, we can light ourselves up, burn it all out, and release, and shine. Let's get into our reads. Oh, Scorpio. The big bad thing that everyone fears this time of year. Diving into those depths, afraid of being stung. It's a journey. One that we have to bravely embark. Scorpios know. You know how to handle yourselves in the depths. Almost. Okay, fine. I'll take you guys. Close out of Libra season. Judgment has come in. It's fallen. So what are we gonna do? Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. Bringing in the light, the stability, the grounding. The necessities of life. The world. Tuned into the moon. Moving with the cycles, with the natural cycles of the world. We do this every year. And we look to our feelings to guide us. I'm just looking at the Ouroboros snake. The beginning, devouring the end. Continuing. Moving through those cycles, those phases. But we're going after it. feel like this page has matured. This page has secured. We hold our thoughts in our hands. We recognize our feelings. We see their true face. We have built ourselves a stability and security that gives us the courage to step through that portal, to take action, to move forward, to claim this. Four of Wands. With the Lovers and the Page of Wands. We're ready. We are prepared. We may not be in our highest elevations, but that does not detract from the motivation, from the understanding of coming together within ourselves and working with others. You've built yourself up, Scorpio. You might just have everything that it takes. I think you're ready now. No? Not yet. A strong desire to push things back. Who do I take first? This feeling, these thoughts. You've got a vibe over here. I gotta address it. I have to point out some things. Like, we have to point out some things. We need to address some actual things. But again, I feel like we have the ability to do so in a more fair and balanced way. Again, this is a willingness to work together within your own self and with your external world. What do we have here with all of these pentacles? Look at what we have here. Some of it's good, some of it's not so good. But if we mix these flavors, if we just shift and utilize everything that we have been given, that we have been provided, I think we can make something. I don't know what, and I don't know if you know what either. But man, can we make something? We can harvest a good seed from all of the things that we've been cultivating over the season. And we can hold it. This one is good. This is the one that I wish to raise up. This is the one that I wish to plant. New moons are a good time for planting seeds, even in Scorpio season. Got the High Priestess, the Tower, and the Empress. And neither the High Priestess nor the Empress are even addressing this flaming tower of death, devastation, chaos, and madness. Not even looking at it. Not looking at each other. We're not looking. just feels like these two are in their own worlds, in their own view. One sitting atop their tower, gazing out, the other standing in the earth. That's an interesting thought perspective. Because it appears that the High Priestess is sitting in the tower. But the tower falls. And the Empress is securely planted in the earth. Deep beneath. Again, can't see their faces. Can't really see what it is that they're going through, other than this crazy chaos. But maybe the Empress is the seed that we're planting. And only time and prayer will tell what will come from this. Our Queen of Wands, focused on prayer, on connecting, on communing with the higher power, God, gods, whatever you want to call it. Giving them the power to turn the wheel, and we'll see how things go. We picked the best seed we could possibly pick and firmly planted it in the ground. We dug a deep hole. We said, God, help this to grow. And we have grown ourselves into it with the vines that make up this throne that we sit upon. Attach yourself to good seeds. Be observant in this time. We may not know what's going to come up from this, but we're putting our faith into it. Relying on our past experiences and gained knowledge that we have accumulated in our lifetimes. Learning what moves to make, what to invest in, and what not. I don't know if we can push it further. I don't know if we get to know what's going to come up out of the ground from this. But put your faith in good intentions. Though good intentions don't always mean much. I think I'm just hearing Adelita's way. Pray for peace, but prepare for war. I pray for peace, but I'm ready for war. And I feel like that's where we're at. It's a good stopping point. It's a good time to really apply ourselves and apply awareness to the things that we're growing around us and what things we want to bring into the next season and what things we might push out into the wild world. That's what it feels like. That's it. That's what it feels like. It feels like we have reaped all of the seeds. We've taken all of the seeds from all of the things that we've grown and gained over this last season, and we picked the best ones and kept them for ourselves, and we planted them firmly in our own garden. And I feel like the rest we just cast out into the wild wilderness. Maybe they'll grow, maybe they won't, but I'm not nurturing them. They're on their own. Wildflowers can grow. Plants grow everywhere, all on their own, without anybody telling them how to live, be, or do. Sometimes you just have to cast those seeds into the wind and let fate determine how they grow. They may grow wild, but that's their journey. Casting them out gives them the opportunity to find ground, to make root. It's not as dramatic as sometimes we humans like to make things. We don't have to grow the entire world's supply of plants in our garden. We can grow the ones that best suit our needs. That doesn't mean that we burn the rest of the seeds. No. But we're going to cast them out into the wild wilderness. Find your own way. It's not an act of hate. In fact, it's an act of love. Because rather than storing these seeds that we're never going to plant, rather than throwing them away in the trash or setting them on fire, we're giving them the opportunity to be whatever they want to be, however they want to be, releasing control and letting what blooms bloom. I hope you grow. I hope that you become beautiful. That doesn't mean I need you in my garden. You can be beautiful and you can be helpful to the world and beneficial to the environment out there, over there, out in the woods. You can thrive anywhere. Anyone can thrive anywhere if they allow themselves to do it. And it's all about that perspective. "21 Pilots the Craving." Now I see that intentions don't mean much, just keeps playing in my head too. Like, you can give it the best intentions and the greatest hope, or you can do it with hate, malice, and anger, fire. So long as they're still given that opportunity to ground and make root, it can be helpful, it can be beneficial, it can bring in positive results for everyone. It's all about how you see it. It's all about how you allow yourself to see it. Keep the good plants, keep the good seeds in your garden, and cast out the rest. And let fate take the wheel. Will they grow? Will they make root? Or will they be eaten by the birds? Either way, they're still participating in the cycle of life. And really, that's what's important. That's the lesson. However the individual is used, whatever happens, it's still a part of that cycle of life. It still contributes Things fall so that new things can begin. We all go through winter in one way or another. And what comes out next season never ceases to amaze us. So keep hope, keep faith, and know that by doing the best that you can for yourself, you'll be doing the best that you can for the world around you, contributing to that life cycle in whatever way is necessary, whatever way it falls. It's just the earth. It's just the world we live in. To maintain good perspective. You'll be doing great, Scorpio. Have a fantastic new moon. We'll see you next time. Because Scorpio season is the initiation of the contraction, where Libra season was perfect balance. It was neither the in-breath nor the out-breath, but the space in between. Scorpio season is when we start to withdraw in and contract. That's us getting ready, pulling back before we are rebirthed in Aries season.